W7 Live, welcome to the finale of today's semifinal Friday, and I don't know, I'm still reeling off this last game. Pewaukee with the shocker over Medford, the 4-seed. Pewaukee wins at 1-0. Thanks to Brent Erdman for hanging out with us and doing the game with us, and we have a new guest for the final game. It is my very, very good friend, the head coach for the Stoughton Vikings, who had a tremendous season of their own in softball this year. It's Kathy Bondi. Coach, thanks for making the time. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us and doing this game.
Anytime, Gary. I love state softball. Anytime I can get up here to Goodman, come watch some games, I will take it.
And this one is going to be a very interesting, fun game. I think you've got two very solid pitchers. I mean, let's start with Fox Valley Lutheran. And really, when you start the conversation with FVL, there's no question that conversation starts with Madison Babcock.
Oh, absolutely. I don't know a lot about FVL. They're more north than us, but just everything that I hear from W7 on her, and you look at her numbers too, right? 20-3 on the year, 238 strikeouts. She's just doing everything right, but not just in the circle. When you look at her offensive stats too, right? 507 at the plate, 10 doubles, 5 home runs, 34 RBIs. I mean, quite honestly, like when you looked at, they named the Gatorade Player of the Year this year, I think she was right up there with Bitsy. I think either one.
I think it's 1A, 1B.
Absolutely.
I don't think anybody would have blinked an eye if it was either one of them.
No, absolutely not. I mean, Madison, and she's only a junior, right?
She's a junior.
So we've got one more year of watching her dominate in the circle. I know they kind of had that spell there a couple weeks ago where they had those back-to-back losses, but the way they rebounded with that got them ready to get here and get to Goodman.
And here's the thing with that, Cassie. I mean, I think it did that team a world of good. And
for sure.
Here's why. Number one, you always get better playing good competition. They got better because of those games. But I think getting rid of the undefeated season burden that they carried last year, I think that was a burden last year, and I think it was a burden this year. And I think everybody took a deep sigh of relief, not only at the Seymour loss. I think there were some surprises on the Seymour loss, but then they came back and lost to a really good Wisconsin Lutheran team the next Saturday. And again, and to Mosinee. So they've got 3 losses all in the span of about 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, I think this team is better for it. They're still obviously very, very good, but I think that did them a world of good. I think those games help prepare them to be where they are today.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you look at some of these other state tournament games. I was watching some of those D4 games last night over at Madison College, and the game that sticks out for me, right, that Grantsburg game, they were 25-0, the top seed in Division 4, undefeated, playing that 4-seed Johnson Creek. I mean, Grantsburg didn't stand a chance. They were all over that pitcher right away, and I think Grantsburg kind of had that shock factor because they hadn't had a team like that, right?
Well, no, you're exactly right. And Grantsburg, they dominated a lot of their conference. They dominated, but they played some tough competition. They had several one-run games, a close game with Assumption in the regular season, and came back and blew them out in the postseason. But Johnson Creek, again, it just goes to show, for all the prognosticating and all of the haranguing we do around picking over every bit of this tournament, right, until the game played, you don't know.
You never know, right? And especially that last game, right? Medford and Pewaukee proved that to us.
Now let's turn the page and look at Beloit Turner.
Yes.
If you look at the, you know Turner pretty well, and I'll defer to you on most of this, but the 2 players that come to mind for me, certainly Olivia. I've been practicing this for 2 days now. Olivia Peranio. Her and Jayla Jackson, the 2 players that stand out, as well as 3, Maddie Honig, the catcher. Those are the 3 that stand out for me. But overall, a very good Turner team. This is their first trip back to the state tournament in 3 years. Your thoughts on this Turner team coming into tonight?
Yeah, I mean, they're another team who's played a lot of tough competition. They come in with 3 losses. They lost to Clinton, and Clinton was a sectional finalist in Division 3. They've got a tough pitcher over there. They split with Waupun. Waupun lost, I want to say sectional semis, but Waupun was another team who had a lot of wins this year. And then their other loss was to Union Grove, which is a Division I qualifying team, right? So you talk about that strength of schedule. They're another team. They schedule those tough games out of conference. They're in a very tough conference in the Rock Valley. The Rock Valley traditionally has been a very tough conference with teams like Jefferson, Broadhead, Monroe, all those guys, right? Like I try to schedule a couple of those teams every year just because we try to beef up our schedule. We know the Rock Valley is a tough conference. But where I'm really impressed with them, you look at their tournament games, they have not allowed a single run so far in this postseason. And it starts with Olivia Perano in the circle. She has just been dominant for them.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt about it. And I saw the girls yesterday. You know, I will tell you, these rainouts really stunk having to go through them, but I had so many great things come out of it. I got to meet the 1976 Superior team. I got a chance to walk around with the Turner team and just did a little bit of filming with them. And they were very loose. They were just happy to be there. There was nobody here, so they kind of got the run of the place while they walked around and tried to get acclimated. But at the end of the day, you and I both know all that stuff is great until the lights come on and you're on the field.
Yep.
I think I don't know about Medford. They did not look like the same team I saw in Denmark at the end of May. I would say, or the middle of May. I don't know if it was that or what, but we both know that the Goodman effect is real.
Yes. And correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think any of these 4 teams were here last year, right?
Turner, no. No, none of them were here last year.
So,
yeah.
you know, I know Turner was here a couple years ago.
They were here in 2023. This
23, but that, you know, none of these kids then were on that team, right?
This is FBL's first trip since 2004.
So there always is that little bit of a like wow factor, right? You walk into this field, you know this is where the Badgers play. You know how strong the Big Ten Conference has gotten in recent years, right? With the the addition of UCLA and Oregon, Nebraska had the big year. So you're like, okay, here's the D1 field for the year. This is where the Badgers play. You've got the music pumping. You've got fans on both sides. You bring the coach buses. It's everything. So a lot of times I think kids can kind of let that get to them a little bit. But this is where I appreciate that you still get this warm-up time because it is just about the softball, right? Like it's just another field. The dimensions are no different. It's still 60 feet down the line. The batter's box is still the same size. So it takes them a little bit of time to get past that wow factor. And the teams who get past it quicker are the teams that usually find more success.
Spot on. And that's where I was going with it is it's going to be a question of how long is it going to take for each of these teams to settle into their, how they play the game, because playing at Fox Valley Lutheran High School is one thing. Playing at the home of the Badgers in the Big Ten Conference is something entirely different. And the other thing to keep in mind, too, a lot of fields around the state, you see 200 distance all the way. 218 down the alleys in this field. It's a cavernous outfield. It's a big outfield.
It is a big field. That's just it. How many fly balls have we seen that on 80% of high school fields would be out?
Yes.
But because we're playing here, that ball is a can of corn out there if the outfielders are playing deeper. Yes.
Well, let's give you tonight's starting lineups, and I'll start with Fox Valley Lutheran. FBL comes in 24-3 on the season. Co-champs in the Bay Conference. Leading off, well, first of all, before I do that, the starting lineup presented by Athletes on Call. It's America's #1 portal pickup for players and coaches and team managers. If you need extra innings or if you need an extra player on tournament weekend, go to Athletes on Call, download the app, and put in the promo code TRYAOC, and you'll get free service on Athletes on Call for the rest of the year. Here is the starting lineup for Fox Valley Lutheran. Leading off at second base, Claire Frang. Hitting second is the pitcher, Madison Babcock. In the third spot in right field is Natalie Brom. Hitting fourth is the center fielder, Kinley Peterson. Hitting fifth at shortstop is Paige Levitt. Hitting sixth in left field, Tenley Wolfrath. Hitting seventh at third base, Olivia Fisher. In the eighth spot, the designated player, Lexi Hansen. And hitting ninth at first base, Brianna Dahlke. The flex today is the catcher, Nora Probst. For FBL, Frang, Babcock, Brom, Peterson, Levitt, Wolfrath, Fisher, Hansen, Dahlke, with Probst as your flex. For Turner, leading off is the shortstop. Turner coming in 25-3. Shortstop, Jayla Jackson. Hitting second at third base, Madden Saunders. In the third spot is tonight's catcher, Maddie Honig. Hitting fourth, that's first base, Casey Carl. Hitting fifth in center field, Emma Bowie. Hitting sixth in right field, Bess Jenkins. In the seventh spot at second base, Kennedy Kroll. Hitting eighth is the pitcher, Olivia Pirano. And hitting ninth, designated player, Isley Klein. Your flex tonight in left field is Jaden Pisani. For Turner, Jackson, Saunders, Honig, Carl, Bowie, Jenkins, Kroll, Pirano, Klein, and Pisani as your flex. Umpires tonight, behind home plate, Russ Miller, first base, Jeremy Bird, and third base, Justin Peters. There's your lineups. There's your pregame. We're going to step aside for a couple messages, and we'll be back with the first pitch of Division II, Fox Valley Lutheran and Beloit Turner coming up next on W7.
The WIAA requires good sportsmanship. Next, please welcome Tom Droner, the current coach at Spash, who entered the postseason with 619 career wins. Next, please welcome Roger Schlady from Horicon, who has 617 career wins to his name. Please now welcome Jeff Hodgson, current coach at Belmont, who won the postseason with 560 wins and is playing for a second consecutive Division 5 state championship tomorrow morning. And last but not least, let's welcome Deb Bratz, who led Waterloo to 526 victories. This group of coaches with over 3,000 total wins combined. Thank you for your leadership and commitment to paving the way for future generations of softball players, including all of those on the field right now and competing in this year's tournaments. One more time for some of the top coaches in WIAA softball history. Bob Tomlinson, Tom Dorner, Roger Slady, Jeff Hudson, and Deb Bratz. The coaches will remain on the field during our introductions, beginning with the Fox Valley Batting second in the circle for the Boxers, number 8, Madison Petcock. Being third and playing left field, number 7, Natalie Craw. The cleanup woman for FPL is the center fielder, number 3, Kimberly Peterson. Batting fifth and playing shortstop, number 5, Paige Lovitz. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 2, Tenley Wolfcraft. Batting seventh and playing third base, number 4, Olivia Fisher. Hitting eighth, the designated player, number 18, Lexi Henson. The ninth batter is the first baseman, number 6, Brianna Toki. And the next player and catcher for the Boxers is number 12, Nora Brooks. The head coach of the Box Lutheran Boxers in his third season is Kenneth Brang. He is assisted by Tim Babcock, Mark Figure, Jeff Ellenbach, Brianna Williams, and Jesse Nolan. And now, let's meet the Turner Trojans. First for reserves, number 9, Maddie Hoffman. Number 10, Chloe Lindell. And number 14, Bailey Anderson. Now the starting lineup, leading off and playing shortstop, number 2, Taylor Jackson. And second, third baseman, number 5, Megan Saunders. In third and catching for the Trojans, number 17, Maddie Hurley. The cleanup woman for the Trojans is the first baseman, number 13, Casey Carr. In fifth and playing center field, number 7, Emma Hughes. The sixth batter for the Trojans is the right fielder, number 12, Bess Jenkins. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 11, Kennedy Craw. Hitting in the circle for the Trojans, number 20, Olivia Peronian. Batting ninth, the designated player, number 16, Isley Klein. And the next player in left fielder for Turner is number 24, Jaden Bazzini. The head coach of the Turner Trojans in his second season is Brian Maxwell. He is assisted by Joe Owens, Patrick Packard, Ray Miller, and Sydney Harvington. The umpires for this division 2 state semifinal will include at third base, Justin Peters of Marathon. At first base, Jeremy Bird of South Range. And behind the plate, Russ Miller of Kiel. To help make this game possible, consider becoming an umpire yourself. Visit WIFAWI.org/officials for information on becoming certified. The teams may now take the field for this 2026 WIFA semifinal.
Well, anthem done, and not anthem, lineup's done, and pregame done, and great recognition ceremony, Cassie, of some, you say these names out loud, and you immediately think legend is the only word that comes to mind when you talk about Roger Schleve and what he's done. You talk about Bob Tomlinson, you talk about Jeff Hodgson. I mean, you're dealing, you're in rare air. You start talking those folks.
I remember playing against some of those coaches when I was in high school. And I graduated high school in 2004, and a lot of those guys were coaching in 2004. I remember playing Poynette. We played Belmont. Those are coaches that me as a young coach, I'm in my 7th year as a head coach, but those are guys and girls with Deb from Waterloo there that I still look up to. I love it when they're at the coaches clinic and you can talk to them about different situations, just get their knowledge on anything. They're just great people, great coaches, great for the game.
Well, they've done a lot to advance this game, and we've had a real nice celebration the last 3 days just to so many people that have impacted this sport and helped make it what it's become. And what it's become, I think, is a very special sport. I've always felt that way since I started doing softball, in that it's nothing against volleyball or basketball, but softball's just built different. It's really, the family side of it is such that it doesn't get a lot of attention, except for this weekend. It gets a lot of attention this weekend, but basketball is a big deal year-round, and I think softball's gaining traction. But until then, the families all just support each other. They support each other's kids, and I think that's it's a very bonding thing in this state. I think a lot of parents, a lot of moms, and a lot of dads think of these other kids on their team as just like they do their own kids, and I think that makes it special.
Yeah, I mean, especially with softball, you know who the true fans and family are, because those are the people that are sticking it out in 37-degree, hail, wind, those kind of conditions when you're still playing ball. Those are the ones that are at every single game from March on through June, right? I mean, they wear the 7 layers, they bring the sandwiches, they bring the Gatorades. Heck, I've got a mom on my team that I can call pregame if I need that last caffeine kick before a game and I forgot it, right?
Yeah.
Those are the kind of parents.
We call them the super moms,
yes,
Cassie. You know that.
Yeah. Shout out Shayna Lincoln Stoughton. Thanks, Mama Shayna. But those are the kind of people you want in your program for sure.
Well, we are ready for softball. Fox Valley Lutheran will lead it off, and I've said it over and over, Cassie, and that is Claire Frang is my definition of what a leadoff hitter is. She's very selective at the plate. She's extremely fast. She can bunt very well and just has a very high softball IQ. And those are all the qualities you want in a leadoff hitter, and Claire embodies all of them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at her stats, right? 506 on the year, 43 hits. 13 of 14 on the stolen bases too. That's the thing that makes you lethal, right? You're getting on base, but you're also taking advantage and stealing that extra bag or two when you can.
First pitch at 7:08. It is a strike. No balls and 1 strike on the leadoff hitter, Claire Frang. Reminder, tonight's game is an audio-only stream. Don't be looking for video. That's going to be the NFHS network. If you'd like to have video access to the game, there's a subscription fee that goes with that. All the games should be on tomorrow on your local television, your local WIA station, but we'd encourage you to watch them on video and turn down the volume. And hey, Roger, this is a base hit in the left field. Roger Schlebe just passing by, and a leadoff single for Claire Frang, and here we go, Cassie. Go time.
I love that, too. A left-handed batter going with the pitch, not trying to force it down the line and pulling it, going with the pitch, hitting it to left field.
So Frang is the table setter, and now Maddie Babcock, or Bobcat as we like to refer to her.
And she's got the bomb pop bats, that red, white, and blue bat that you've been seeing going around from the East
End. I have seen some of those, yes.
Yep, my shortstop's got that same thing. First time I saw it, I was like, what is this?
I've seen that, and I've seen the pink bat.
The pink lemonade, yes.
Yeah, the pink lemonade, yes.
Easton is definitely playing into the high school girls love colors with their bats anymore.
That's smart. 1 ball, no strikes on Babcock. Nobody out, 1 on. That one upstairs. We are in the shade now. It's taken a few hours to get there, but half of the fields and the entire outfield still sun-soaked. But the shadows creeping across the infield. 2 balls, no strikes. And Babcock takes ball 3. Nope, strike, 2-1.
Yeah, how about this weather today after the last 2 days with the rain and the
I mean,
today's
right?
been perfect weather, perfect softball weather.
2-1 on Babcock, 507 on the year, 1536 OPS, lifts it to left field, coming over and making the play for the first out, Jalen Pisani.
Pisani's been tested twice already, right? That line driver from the leadoff hitter, pop fly in the air. That's a good way to get acclimated to Goodman.
Yeah, get a good feel for your surroundings and settle in and get ready to play. Here's one of the seniors, and to me, one of the most underrated players, certainly in the Bay Conference and maybe in the Fox Valley, is Natalie Brom. Brom is a senior. She is definitely one of, if not the emotional leader of this team. She is the heartbeat of this team, and her numbers, of course, are very good, but she brings a lot more than numbers. Her experience, her maturity are really big assets for this FVL team.
Yeah, looking at the roster, just one of just 3 seniors
Yes.
on the team.
One
So
ball,
she's-
no strike. She's the only one that starts. Emma Frang is the second one, and then Ava Martin, I believe, is the third for this FVL team. One ball, 1 strike, and 1 out.
Good memory. I was
I've
going to say, you've
done
done a few FVL games,
this year,
yeah.
Cassie. Yep. Here's the 1-1. Brahm fouls that one off. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Hit and run was on there, the runner taking off from first base.
Love to hear from you if you're listening tonight. Put on the comments where you're watching from, who you're watching. If you got a special athlete that's playing tonight that
Want
to make sure we mention? Please do that. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Natalie Brahm. Here's the 1-2. Right down Broadway, and Brahm takes strike 3. And Cassie, one thing I've noticed a lot in the 3 days, I can't tell you how many third strikes I've seen fly by.
So many.
Whole third strikes.
So many,
Is
yes.
it a timidity thing? It's just, I can't believe how many called third strikes. I mean, if I'm these coaches, I'm like, you know what, go up there and swing the
Yes,
bat. I mean, that's why we got here.
You always tell the girls, don't let the umpire be the one that takes the bat off your shoulders. You need to be aggressive. Anything close to plate, you got to be going after.
Down the line at left field and off the glove. This is Kinley Peterson. It was a foul ball. And if you want to point to the biggest difference in FVL this year versus last year, if you look at the record, it's almost similar, almost identical. The biggest difference are the addition of 2 freshmen on this team. You're looking at one, Kinley Peterson, and the next one will be in 2 batters. That's Tenley Wolfrath. They have been major contributors to the success of this team. KP has been outstanding. Here's the 0-1, swing and a miss. Runner going for second and in there. Stolen base.
And it's never easy being a freshman on a varsity team coming in, especially a team that has been as good as FVL has been the last couple of years. So for her to earn that spot there, you know, and not just any spot, starting center fielder, starting 4-hole hitter, right? That's big time for a freshman.
And the players, to their credit, have really embraced her, and they, you know, I've heard from many of these players, they love the energy these freshmen add to their team. They believe it's a very positive thing.
Oh, God, love to hear that. That's awesome.
1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. KP swing and a miss.
High heat, yes. Peranio does a great job of setting up our hitters like that, too. Nice job.
Olivia Peranio gets the velocity strikeout, half an inning in. FVL scoreless. FVL nothing, and Turner coming up. You're listening to W7 Radio, powered by Velocity. When you're faced with a challenge, how you respond determines the real winners. Rural Mutual believes there's something more important than just winning or losing a game. They believe the team, school, and fans who support their athletes with dignity and class are the true champions. Rural Mutual is the proud sponsor of the WIA Rural Mutual Insurance Sportsmanship Award since it started in 1965. From baseball to softball to lacrosse to soccer, the award recognizes more than team sportsmanship. It recognizes that Sportsmanship matters in your community as well. Visit realmutual.com/WIAA and see how our team and your community can work together to be true champions. A message from the WIAA. Tonight's game also brought to you by Piggly Wiggly. Piggly Wiggly, proud to partner with W7, supporting local athletes in the communities we serve with fresh produce, quality meats, and unbeatable deals. We are your hometown grocery store. Shop smart, shop local, shop the pig. Visit shopthepig.com for deals and locations. Now we go to the bottom of the first. Jayla Jackson to lead it off for the Turner Trojans. Jackson, 415 this year, 34 hits and 82 at-bats, 35 runs, 23 RBIs. She's just a sophomore. She's got one of those pink lemonade bats, Cassie, we were talking about in the first inning, the top of the first.
Love them. Absolutely love them.
Very smart play of Easton to buy into that. Sometimes you get hung up in, well, it's always been this way. That one's outside. By the way, if there's any messages that come on the live stream, especially on Facebook, with links to go to this stream, please do not click on them. They are all fraudulent. 1 ball, 1 strike. I'm sure you guys all know that, but it still bears repeating. I don't want anybody to get, defrauded here. So any link that's telling you go here, do not go there. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Jayla Jackson. Babcock working ahead, and she does that so well, Cassie. This is vintage Madison Babcock. She is comfortable with that 0-1, 1-2 count and really owning the at-bat and owning the plate. That's what she's really all about.
It'll be interesting to see how disciplined Turner can be at the plate against a pitcher like that.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. And so it begins, the velocity strikeout for Madison Babcock. And there's 1 out in the bottom of the first.
Madden Saunders.
Here's Madden Saunders.
Take a look at that bat again.
There's another rainbow bat. First pitch, high, ball 1. Finale tomorrow, championship Saturday. 5 games starting at 8 o'clock. Our podcast will be at 6:30 tomorrow morning.
Oh, bless your heart. Oh, that's early.
Yeesh.
That's early, Gary.
It's early. You know what I said? I keep telling everybody because people asking me, like, how are you sleeping? I'm like, I'm not, but you know what? Starting Sunday, I can sleep all I want. So
that's just it. Don't check in for if he doesn't check in for 48 hours, ladies and gentlemen. It's well worth it. He'll check back on Tuesday.
Right, 1-1 now, 1-2. I'm gonna miss this. I don't know.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, there's nothing like it. It's just it leaves a hole. It's all I can say. I don't know how else to say it. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Madden Saunders.
I feel
ready?
I feel that after we lost in the regional final,
Right.
I was like, wait, I don't have to go to practice.
Yeah, don't we have practice tomorrow?
What's going on?
Exactly.
I had a couple girls text me like, Coach, can we just hang out? I'm like, sure. Let's. Where do you want to go? We went at Starbucks, had a drink.
I've had a lot of teams that do that. Michigan did that when they lost in basketball. They just wanted to be around each other. They didn't really care if they won or lost. They just wanted to be together. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outside, and it's 2-2.
And that's the difference too, softball versus basketball, right? Basketball, that season is a marathon. You think about softball, the softball season is a sprint. We started, March 16th?
Yep.
9 weeks later, you can be done.
Yep.
So it truly is a sprint. You're playing, after those rainouts, cold outs, whatever it might be, some weeks you're doing 5-6 games in a week.
Swing and a miss. And down goes Madden Saunders. It's another velocity strikeout for Madison Babcock, and there's 2 outs and nobody on.
Catcher, Maddie Honig.
Here's catcher Maddie Honig.
Honig was a first-team All-State kiddo last year with these numbers. I think she's got an argument to be up there again this year.
Hitting .533, 40 of 75, 28 runs scored, 35 RBI, and an OPS of 1597.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, Gary. That'll get the job done.
I mean, you don't get those kind of numbers in video games.
No.
Then people say it's not believable if you do. 1 ball, no strikes on Honig. That one's low, and it's 2-0. The circle is now in the shadow, so the circle and home plate completely engulfed in the shadows now. It's just the infield behind the circle, and the entire outfield still in sunlight. The lights are on. FVL, maroon tops, maroon pants, white pinstripes. Here's the 2-0. This one lifted to right center field, and Kinley Peterson, KP, showing what she's got. We call her KP Balla.
That was a great read on that fly ball to that right center gap by KP there.
She is a smooth one. She just glides across the field. Nothing in the first for Turner. We've played one. There's no score. You're listening to W7 Radio, powered by Velocity. Here we go, top of the second, page 11 to lead it off for FVL. I was over talking to the Belmont kids, Cassie, handing out W7 stickers, and they cornered me saying, who are you rooting for tomorrow when we play Almond Bancroft?
That's going to be, that's a tough one for you, Gare.
I said, what I'm rooting for is great memories, great softball, and you guys all to just have an experience you'll never forget. And I said, regardless of who I'm rooting for, I said, I always give both teams a very good call, and you'll get my best tomorrow. This one's popped up foul territory and making a chase for it, but couldn't make the play. Good hustle by the Turner squad, but just in front of the FBL dugout.
Yeah, I think Championship Saturday is shaping out to be a good one. You think about those teams that have made it so far in the other divisions. All those teams travel pretty well. I mean, this place is going to be a standing room only, I think, for at least those first 3 games. D5 with Belmont and Almond Bancroft. D4, too, is 2 local teams with Mineral Point and Johnson Creek. Mineral Point travels well for every sport. Anytime they make the state tournament and everything, I swear they're bringing 2 or 3 fan buses with them.
They're closing down Johnson Creek tomorrow, I'm telling you.
Sure.
I live 12 miles from Johnson Creek. I'm telling you, that place is going bananas.
Okay, so you said Creek. Last night when I was doing PA for that game, I kept saying Creek because they tell me that if you're from there, you say Johnson Creek.
Well, I'm not from there, so I say
valid.
Creek.
That's valid. I'm not from there either.
I'm not from Two Rivers either, and I don't say Trivers.
Trivers.
Here we go, Tedley Wolfrath. We could go down this rabbit hole for a while. No balls and 1 strike on Wolfrath.
Muscota versus Muscadet. The home of the Riverdale Chieftains.
Here's the 0-1 swing and a miss. This is one of the other freshmen, Tenley Wolfrath. No balls and 2 strikes. Glad to have you guys on wherever you're watching from tonight. This will be our last big viewership of the event. Tomorrow it'll fall off a cliff with the game being on TV. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, hit it to left field. That's a base hit. Tenley Wolfrath with a 1-out single. And the Foxes in business here in the second. second hit of the day for FBL. Claire Frang had the other, the first batter of the game.
Olivia Fisher.
And now Olivia Fisher. And one thing you better know about Liv, Cassie, is she may be slight in frame, but she is compact and strong and as powerful as they come. This kid can absolutely destroy softball.
Yeah, I'm just looking at these numbers here, right? 2 home runs, 28 RBIs, and this kid's in the 8 hole. That's great production for her.
Trying to steal second and out.
Yep.
Wolfrath cut down. Maddie Honig says, hello.
That's an all-state pitcher right there. I think she was safe initially, but when she kind of tumbled there, it looks like she picked up her hand a bit. Nice job by the shortstop Jackson there to keep the tag on her, keep that tag applied. That's what you tell the kids to do, just to be safe, just to be sure of it.
And now there's 2 outs and nobody on. And 0-1 to Fisher is outside. That changes to the complexion of things here in this top of the second. 1 ball, 1 strike on Liv. Chopper to third and foul.
You know, I don't know what you thought, but when I saw these 4 teams making it with, you know, these are 4 Division II qualifiers, right? I had a feeling both games are going to be pitchers' duels. We saw that in Game 1 with Medford and Pewaukee with just that lone run coming across. I got a gut feeling that might be a similar thing we see here.
Fisher hits it deep to left and gone! Olivia Fisher with the bomb to left center. What I say, she may be slight in frame, but that little frame holds a lot of power. And it's 1-0 Fox Valley Lutheran.
I need to retract my previous statement about a low scoring game. She hit that well over that 218 left center gap there for the Foxes. What a shot.
We were at Denmark the last week of the season. She hit back-to-back home runs. The first one over the fence. The second one not only over the fence, but against the wall of the baseball fence.
Yeah,
high against the wall.
She got a hold. That ball hit the sweet spot of that bat. Great extension, great connection there. Just a beautiful swing.
And the Foxes are on the board first. 1-0 Fox Valley Lutheran. I love it when I'm right because it's so seldom, Cassie.
You and I both. You and I both.
Lexi Hansen, first base at the plate. No balls, 1 strike. Tell you what, Lexi's a very good first baseman. Very good. This one's low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-0 Fox Valley Lutheran in the top of the second. So happy for Olivia Fisher. What a feeling that has to be, circling those bases like that in a state tournament game. Hansen hits it in the left field. That's a base hit. 2-out single for first base, Lexi Hansen. And here we go.
Yeah, you could see Fisher after she touched first base. You saw her round and just jump for joy looking out at her teammates. After she touched home plate too, like just the looks on her teammates' faces, like, oh my God, you just did that. Big eyes, smiles, so happy for their teammate there.
I saw her jump too. I'm not sure she touched the ground again the rest of the way around.
Little levitation there.
It's time for our Krupke Fast Pitch Trip to the Circle. Whether you're developing a young pitcher or refining an elite arm, Krupke Fast Pitch offers lessons, Rapsodo technology, cage rentals, and over 30 years of coaching experience. Find them on Facebook or email Krupke Fast Pitch, that's Krupk Fast Pitch at gmail.com. That's down in your neck of the woods, Coach Bondi.
Broadhead, Coach Krupke. I've had a couple pitchers work with Krupp down there. He's such a good guy.
Krupp's a great dude.
So knowledgeable of the game. When I have kids and families ask me who to go see, he's the first guy I list. He knows his stuff.
Won a state championship over at Broadhead, too.
Couple of them.
Yeah, a couple of them.
Most recently, right, what was that, 3 years ago? McKenna Young.
McKenna Young with the unbelievable season. So I tell people, like, well, what's his resume like? I'm like, let me give you a list of pitchers that he's coached, including the ones at the state tournament. Piper Olsen, Carson Raymaker, Tenley Bachop. from Mineral Point.
Yes.
No balls, 1 strike. Here's Bree Dahlke. Bree hitting .299 on the year. 0-1 is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. One nothing FBL in the top of the second. Swung on and tipped foul for Bree. Count remains 1-2.
You know, you mentioned the Belmont kids in the stand. That was one of my favorite memories. My sophomore year, we made it to the state tournament in high school. 2002, which was the first year it was at Goodman. It was the first year it moved from Waukesha. And I love just coming to watch some of these games, seeing these big-time games, these big-time players.
It's really special. It really is. Swing and a miss, and Bree Dahlke goes down on strikes, but a big moonshot from Olivia Fisher puts the Foxes on the board. We played 1.5. Fox Valley Lutheran 1, Turner nothing. You're listening to W7 Radio, powered by Velocity. Bottom of the second. It is 1-0 in favor of Fox Valley Lutheran on the Olivia Fisher home run. And Coach Bondi was doing a little research between innings. And Coach, what do you got?
God bless Game Changer, right?
It's a great thing. It's a great tool.
Looking back at Turner's schedule, they haven't given up a run in a game since they beat Milton 9-5. That game was back on May 21st. A little more than 3 weeks ago since they've given up a run. So, you know, we talked about how it's good for teams to get a loss or two. Maybe that's good for Turner right now, right? Give up that run, let them motivate that or use that motivation to right here, right now, try to answer back here in the bottom of the second.
We go to the bottom of the second. Casey Carl to lead it off for Turner. Carl hit .303 this year, 23 hits and 76 at bats, 16 runs, 15 RBI, and 752 OPS. Here's the thing, Cassie, and you know we'll see how this plays out, but that Fisher home run may be all that Madison Babcock needs tonight.
Right.
It's very possible that sealed the game. I mean, you know, we got a long ways to go, and I get that, but just knowing her as I do, I mean, that may be all that she's going to need.
That, you know, good pitchers, they just need that one run a lot of the times. You think about some of these dominant pitchers that have come through the state tournament, they get that early lead, and they just
sit on it.
They sit on it, but they pick up a mile or two of velo. They're hitting their spots a little bit more. They're getting a little more spin on the ball because they've got that confidence of their offense behind them.
Such a great point. You're right on about that. I saw that with Riley Harabi from Medford when they played at Denmark. She pitched 2 full games. By the end of the second game, she was stronger than she was at the beginning. I mean, and her placement was better. Her velocity was better. It was crazy. They won both games. 2 balls and 1 strike, now 3 balls and 1 strike, and that's what makes today's upset by Pewaukee even more unbelievable. That is a crazy story. That's maybe the story of the tournament right there. That Pewaukee upset.
Either that one or Johnson Creek over Grantsburg last night. That was a big one too. But again, it's every team's game once you get down here to Madison.
3-1 fouled off, 3-2, and I'm with you. That Johnson Creek was a big one, but you know the thing with Johnson Creek, I mean. They're legit. I mean, I'm not saying Pewaukee's not. I'm just saying that, Pewaukee had double-digit losses this year.
Yes.
And, Johnson Creek lost maybe 5 games. And, you got Tori Buglis, who's unbelievable. You've got Libby Burbach. You've got Adigan Guns. I mean, you got a lot of weapons. This one's hit in the center field. That's a base hit. Casey Carl just a little looper past second base, and sometimes that's all you need.
It's a base hit in the book, right? That's what I always say. Kid, in our games, kids be like, oh, I barely. It's a base hit in the book. It doesn't matter how you get done, but that's what we talked about, right? FBL scored in the top of the second. How is Turner going to respond? Leadoff hitter getting on. That's what you want to see out of teams after they give up a run. How do they respond?
Emma Buey at the plate. I used to call her Emma Bluey, like the cartoon character Bluey.
Well,
my granddaughters love Bluey.
I was just gonna say my 3.5-year-old at home can't say her L's yet, so anytime I hear Buey, I know she's talking about Bluey. It's either Buey or Ingo. Shout out to Cameron at home. Love you, honey.
My granddaughters are big Bluey fans. One ball, no strikes. Squared to bunt, and offered, and it's 1-1. Recognize our umpires today. Russ Miller behind the plate, Jeremy Bird at first, and Justin Peters at third. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out in the second. That one bunted, picked up, but just foul.
Just foul, wow.
Maybe picked that up a mite early, Cassie. That was, I would have let that roll a little longer.
The umpire, though, did a nice job. He moved up the line, too. He followed it there. He made sure it was fully foul. That was a nice job by Blue behind the plate.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out on a runner on here in the Turner second.
And I don't give umpires compliments a ton. I just did that.
I was writing it down so I can use it against you later. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Emma Buey.
A couple of my umpire friends are here watching games, and we were shooting it around earlier, talking about that kind of stuff. They're like, "What are you doing not on the field, not being able to harass us?" I said, "I'm being a good girl tonight."
Here's the 2-2, swing and a miss. Another velocity strikeout for Madison Babcock. That is her third.
Right fielder, Bess Jenkins.
And here's Bess Jenkins.
Jenkins, another kiddo hitting over 400 for the Trojans. 27 hits on the year, 4 doubles, 4 triples. That tells me she's got a little bit of speed behind her, too. And just a freshman, too.
Babcock ready, first pitch, strike. Swing and a miss by Bess Jenkins, 415 on the year.
I feel like a lot of teams at the state tournament this year are underclassmen heavy. I don't remember so many teams having those, big freshmen and sophomores in big spots as much as this year I've seen.
I think that's 100% accurate. And, I don't know the reasoning behind it, but I will tell you the 2028 class is absolutely loaded. The 2029 class is loaded. 2026 might be a little light. Same with 27, but the underclassmen that you're mentioning, the 28s and 29s, that class is heavy. No balls and 2 strikes on Bess Jenkins. Swing and a miss, and another velocity strikeout for Maddie Babcock.
Yeah, I haven't seen every game, but of the teams I have seen, I know Lodi is senior heavy. I think that's why they've been able to go on the run they have in the postseason. They play a tough
Bailey
schedule,
Stark
tough conference.
Pitched a gem today,
she
Cassie.
looked great today. We were lucky we got them early. We beat them 6-2 earlier in the year, but that was they were not the same team that day as they have been these last couple weeks. They are hot right now.
Stark was fantastic. Here's Kennedy Kroll. 2 outs and still 1 on. Runner at first with 2 outs. No balls and 1 strike. Kroll hitting .355, 22 hits and 62 at bats. 15 runs, 13 RBI, and OPS of .816.
Every time I see Kroll, I think of Kinsey Hansen, Oklahoma's former pitcher. I swear, I swear it's the doppelganger. Something about her face, the long hair. I went to Turner's sectional game against Lakeside. That was the first thing I noticed. I was like, who does she look like? And I was like, oh my God, it's Kinsey Hansen.
So funny. She's been playing softball for 9 years. Foul, a lot of these kids have. 2-time second team all-conference. Also plays basketball and volleyball. We love our multi-sport athletes. Honorable mention, all area for basketball. Second team all-conference in basketball. She'll graduate with 12 varsity letters. How about that?
That is a rarity anymore in high school athletics.
In the specialization world, we all seem to be evolving to. No balls, 2 strikes on crawl. Swing and a miss. Another velocity strikeout. Bill, thank you, my friend. Appreciate the. It's Emma Boo, not Emma Bowie. I'm still going to call her Bluey, but Bill, appreciate that. Thanks for the heads up. The W7 Nation's the best. You guys are all the best. Nothing across for FPL for Turner in the second. We played 2, 1-0. Early thoughts, Cassie, on what we've seen the first couple innings here?
I mean, I think both pitchers are throwing great. They're hitting their spots. You know, Coranio might want that one pitch back that Fisher took a yard on, but otherwise it's kind of what I thought it was going to be, a pitcher's duel. You know, I loved Babcock there. She gave up that leadoff single in the bottom of the second, but then shut down the side, 3 straight strikeouts.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Our Bar and Grill in Plainfield. Whether you're stopping in for great food, cold drinks, or a night out with friends, you'll always find a welcoming atmosphere and plenty of familiar faces. Our Bar is proud to support local communities and W7's coverage of Wisconsin girls sports. Our Bar and Grill in Plainfield. It's not my bar, it's not your bar, it's our bar, where strangers become friends and friends become family. Big thanks, Sarah and Josh from Our Bar in Plainfield. Got such great sponsors. I'm so appreciative of all of our sponsors and their belief in what we do, and I continually encourage our listeners, when you go to those businesses, please tell them how important it is that they're supporting girls sports and helping us tell these stories about these young ladies. It matters. It makes a difference.
No, I love it. Absolutely.
Rhymes with Sue. I got it, Bill. Bill's making sure I'm getting down the pronunciation of Emma Boo's name.
Boo.
Sue rhymes with Boo, right? Here we go. Here's Claire Frang. Back to top of the order for Fox Valley Lutheran in the third. Frang, Babcock, and Brahm. 1 run, 4 hits for the Foxes. This one's a comebacker. Coranio fires it over. I tease Mike Coranio a lot on our podcast, and I never met him in person until today. And he's just such a great guy, and he just takes it with such grace and understanding. And it was, again, I really just appreciate the folks in our circle. It's really special. 1 out. Here's Maddie Babcock. Speaking of special, she may be in the dictionary under that. First pitch low, 1 ball. I'll miss our little community after some Sunday night. 1 ball, no strikes. Right down the pike, 1-1.
You get that well-deserved break.
Yeah, I'm ready for a little time off, I think.
Little R&R.
Yeah. I'm going to go ATVing in the Black Hills next weekend.
Ooh.
So that'll be interesting. Here's the 1-1. This one's hit to right center field. Runners coming together, and Bess Jenkins on the catch. Tell you what, Cassie, those outfielders at Turner and also for FPL, they cover a lot of ground pretty darn fast.
We've
seen
ground.
a lot of hits in the alley this weekend where fielders couldn't get there. These outfielders on both of these teams, exceptional speed.
I think they're both getting great jumps on the ball,
yes,
too.
Great reading
they
on
are
the ball.
reading it well off the barrel. But I think, too, they're both 2 teams. They've got strong pitchers, so they know all it takes is a batter making, somewhat decent contact. The ball's going to fly.
Shot over third base. Natalie Brahm with a 2-out single. The senior does it again. Natalie Brahm gets a runner on base. Gives the FPL a runner on base here with 2 outs.
Center fielder, Kinley Peters. Peterson.
Here's KP Balla. And for those of you that don't know, I know a lot of the FVL kids. Just they were our home school. We did almost 10 of their games this year. So when you do that many games, you get to know them pretty well. This one, bunt foul. This is our first ever game on a live stream with Turner. I've seen them play, but never called one of their games before. So it's kind of a tale of two cities here. No balls, one strike. And quite honestly, I find myself in Appleton and Kaukauna and Kimberly and Green Bay up there much more than I find myself in the Beloit area. No balls and one strike.
We got to get you more to like South Central Wisconsin
right?
a little bit. Get some Badger Conference, get some Rock Valley games. Come on over.
Absolutely.
I know you get to Milton.
Yes. No balls and one strike. Swing and a miss for Kinley Peterson, and it's 0-2. That's a good point if anybody's interested in looking at packages for next year. I've already had two schools reach out and ask me about next year.
There
I'm
you
like,
go. There you go.
They're
They're
through
planning
this year yet.
Hey, as a coach, I mean, we're already like my schedule's almost done for next year. So
that's
a lot of coaches.
A lot of them that way. 0-2 and fouled off on Peterson.
It's another one of those things you know, as a teacher as well. I try to check things off the box before I go to summer break.
Yes.
I'm trying to get my schedule done is one of those.
Any fun non-conference games yet we should be aware of?
Like you've mentioned before, we bring back everybody next year, so we're trying to beef up our schedule a little bit. So we've picked up Wanakee. They were a sectional finalist team. We play them late in the season. We've got Sun Prairie East confirmed. We just need to find a date that works for us. So that'll be a fun one. My very first high school coaching gig was when it was still Sun Prairie. Jamie Olson, the former coach, hired me on as a JV coach there. So that was my first softball coaching job, what seems like 100 years ago, but was actually, I think, 13 years ago.
Here's the 0-2. Peterson lifts it to left field. Coming in to make the play is Pisani. And that retires the side. Nothing for FVL in the third. 2.5 in. Score remains FVL 1 and Turner nothing. You're listening to W7 Radio, powered by Velocity. Hey, got muscle? Athletes of all levels need to train to build muscle and rebuild and repair muscle after they practice and compete. Containing 13 nutrients, white and low-fat chocolate milk, high-quality protein offers athletes an edge over traditional sports and other protein drinks. That's why so many pro athletes include milk as a core part of their training diet and recommend milk for aspiring athletes as well. Learn more at GonnaNeedMilk.com. Brought to you by the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin.
Tax dollars from the state and prides itself on the self-governance that has guided the membership since 1896.
Belmont right behind us. They're hitting the road. They got an early morning tomorrow. They'll be on the diamond at 8 o'clock.
I think they've got somewhere to be in the morning, so they need to get back to the hotel and get some sleep.
Rested up. I was talking to one of the assistant coaches at Hamilton today, and I asked her, I said, how are the kids doing with the stay? And she said they were all asleep before 9 o'clock last night. She's like, they are serious. They are very focused, this Hamilton team, and boy, did they look good today. And that was an epic game against Sun Prairie East. That was a game for the ages.
I had that one up on my phone while I was over at Madison College on the PA for that other Division I game, keeping up on that one. That was, I thought Sun Prairie, I mean, I love my local teams here in and around Dane County, so I was pulling for them, but either way, it was a great game.
It sure was. And boy, a lot of credit to Sun Prairie East, and just consistently year after year after year, they're so good. Here we go into the bottom of the third. Peranio to lead it off.
Yeah, Coach Weber over there has done a great job continuing the success they had after Jamie Olson left.
First pitch, ball. 1 ball and no strikes. That one's up and away. Well, with all the Belmont people leaving, it's a very stark difference between the Turner side and the FVL side. The Turner side is pretty full. The FVL side, maybe 40% or so. 2 balls and no strikes on Peranio. Liv hitting .293 on the year. Popped up foul right behind the screen and against the screen, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, I think that's one area of the game where Peranio is definitely, she's just a sophomore, And she's already a great pitcher, great strikeout pitcher, low ERA. You know, she's around 2 more years. I think offensively, that's probably an area where she's going to definitely want to improve to help her team these next couple of years.
Yes. Here's the 2-1, and she hits that one high in the air to left field. Coming in and making the play is Tenley Wolfrath, and that is the first out of the third. Score is 1-0 Fox Valley Lutheran FVL. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. Turner, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. The winner of tonight's game plays Pewaukee tomorrow in the state championship game. Try saying that out loud 3 times.
The Pirates.
The Pirates of Pewaukee moving on to the state championship game.
When you hear Pewaukee, you think girls basketball,
Always.
right?
And
Always.
Well, boys basketball too, but on the girls side, yes. Girls basketball and girls volleyball.
Yes.
Girls volleyball has always been very good as well.
So you love seeing those schools getting stronger too in other sports.
Adam's done a great job over at Pewaukee in building that program up from where he took it to where it is. It's very similar to what Scott Hermes has done at Notre Dame Academy. Just great coaches, great minds, but you know they're the guys that, you know, I could email or text Scott Hermes at 2:30 in the morning on a Wednesday and I get an answer in 10 minutes. I mean, you know, it's just he just lives just like you. I mean, Cassie, you're the same way. I mean, you guys just live, eat, drink, and breathe softball. I know you got kids, I know you got family, and I know you're busy, but at the same time, I know how passionate you are about this sport. Swing and a miss, and about your kids even more so. 2 balls and 1 strike on Isley Klein.
Yeah, there's 2 things I tell people when it's softball season. Number 1, I tell my students if my phone goes off, I do pick it up because it's the middle of softball season. My building is an off and away school with the cell phones, right? But if it goes off, it's probably there's rain coming, we got to reschedule a bus time, whatever. And then I always have to give a shout out to my husband because he is a fantastic single father during our softball season.
Isley Klein, another freshman on this team. She also plays volleyball. She's got 2 younger sisters who play softball too. Her legacy goes on. That's a nice name, Isley. I like that. That's a great girl's name.
That's a name I don't hear a lot. Isley.
I like that name a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Outside, and it's 3-2. E-I-S-L-E-Y. Isley Klein. Beautiful name. Hitting .333 on the year is the freshman. 12 RBIs, 6 runs scored. Nice season for Isley. Payoff pitch from Babcock popped up, and Babcock will take it herself. Just a little blooper back to the circle, and that is the 2nd out.
I don't know Babcock well enough, but sometimes those little bloopers to the pitcher as a coach are like, pitcher, let someone else take it, but it's not going to happen, right? You kind of tell your pitchers to stay in your circle, but that one was an easy enough one for Madison.
But the other thing too, and you know, with her, I mean, she's such an athlete.
Yeah.
She's such a softball nerd. I don't know any better way to say it. I mean, this kid, I mean, her whole life is softball. I mean, there's nothing about this game she doesn't know. This one's fouled off. Her IQ is just off the charts, and she's got the same problem a lot of pitchers have. That is, they got control issues. Like
Yes.
I don't mind if we lose, but it's going to be because of something I did, not because of something I couldn't do. I mean, and you love it and you hate it at the same time. No balls, 1 strike on Jayla Jackson. And if you just watch her, and you probably have been watching her, if you just watch her focus,
Yes.
it's intimidating is the word that comes to mind. The way she puts her head down like that and then lifts it up at the last second and stares down the batter. To me,
Yep.
I don't think it's an act. This is what she does. I've seen her do this all year. This is what she does.
She's got a very confident demeanor out there.
She's a very strong, confident young woman, and her parents have raised her that way, and I think it's fantastic. 2 balls and 1 strike. And she's one of those kids, Cassie, that she hates to lose more than she likes to win.
Yep.
Here's the 2-1. Fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I think we wish we all had a team full of kids like that, right? Like some kids are like, we tried our best, but it's like, you get to that certain point in the season, yeah, but like, duh.
I mean, here's how. I mean, and this is legit when I tell you this. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on Jayla Jackson. So she's facing a really good hitter in Jackson here. she takes it personally when other teams get hits on her. I mean, she takes that personally. Here's the 2-2 swing and a miss. Tag the runner. And that's what, if you know the history, that's the way Michael Jordan played. Michael Jordan invented things in his head about other players so that he would elevate to another level. But Madison does things like that. She gets it in her head the way things are, and it helps her amp her up for her game. And she's very focused. She's very driven. She's very ambitious. She's got the it factor. She just does. I don't know another way to say it, but I mean,
she's only given up 38 hits the entire.
I know.
Like, I'm looking at these stats.
Look at how many earned runs she's given up. That'll really blow your mind.
That's crazy. Like, just a stud. Just an absolute stud.
It doesn't show it on there. Do you know how many earned runs she's allowed this year for the season? Yeah.
For the season, it says 5.
That's right. That's not a typo. That's not missing a 2 or anything. She literally has given up 5 earned runs in 119 innings. And they didn't play a bunch of cream puffs. I mean, they had a pretty decent schedule.
That conference up there, the Bay Conference, and
Seymour,
the Fox Valley in general, that's a lot of great softball teams up there, a lot of great softball programs in that area.
They played Kimberly. They played Wisconsin Lutheran. They played Kettle Moraine Lutheran, Mosinee. Denmark beat Denmark 13-3, hammered them in Denmark.
But then they came back that sectional final game. That looked like a heck of a game when they beat Denmark 7-6.
The score is 1-0 Fox Valley Lutheran. We go to the top of the 4th. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors for FVL, no runs, 1 hit, and no errors for Turner. First pitch hit in the left field. That's a base hit. Paige Levitt. Levitt or Levitt is what I call her.
They're seeing Peranio really well. I'm not sure if her spin is just not here tonight like she usually has. If she's just throwing meat pitches, I can't quite tell from this angle, but the Foxes are doing a great job. They're seeing it right off the hip and barreling up on her.
1 on and nobody out. Bunt for
That's
Wolfrath. Nobody there.
That is a great bunt.
Henley Wolfrath. This is the freshman energy I was talking about. This is what it's all about. Is what Wolfrath and Peterson bring to this team. It's a lot of intangibles. And that's the thing with this group. It's a lot of intangibles.
And look who comes up, our home run hitter.
Olivia Fisher, and we're going to get a visit to the circle, and the Fox Valley Lutheran crowd loving what they're seeing here.
Senior captain Maddie Honig, the catcher, calling that timeout, talking to her teammates, talking to her pitcher. Just tell them to calm down, take a breath. Yep, we don't have any outs yet. We know we're in a tight spot, but just play our ball. We're good. I mean, we made it to the state tournament for a reason. Just take a breath, settle in.
This Turner team, if you just watch the body language, they're a very connected team.
Yes.
They really count on each other. They really love each other. You can see that. Just their body language is very good. Here's Olivia Fisher. Square up, bunt, back to the circle, only play first. Fisher, sacrifice bunt, does her job, gets the runners over. A little small ball here for FPL, and it's very easy to see what they're doing. Just stack on another run or two and then hand it to the ace and see if she can nail things down.
And I love that call from the coach. That girl just hit 2 innings ago a bomb of a home run. Then he asks her to bunt, and she's like, okay. Just lays down a beautiful bunt. I love that.
It's a very we, not me driven team.
Ooh. Going for the bunt there again.
And I'll tell you, I mean, you can go up and down this lineup. They really don't care about stats. I mean, they don't. I mean, their only stat they care about is the win-loss record. They couldn't care less about anything else. No balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. And it's unfinished business from last year. They felt they should have been here last year. And so there's a little bit of extra fuel in the tank. Bunt by Hansen. Runner will score. What a bunt by Lexi Hansen. Cassie, that's how you draw. That's how they draw it up in the lab.
Yes. I am surprised, though, that the corners weren't up more earlier, especially because she squared in that last pitch, pulled back for the ball. Typically, corners, you want to have them up a little bit more, right? Trying to take that away, because then if you pick it up, even if it is a squeeze, you get that sooner. You can flip it to home plate. If it's a safety squeeze, as we call it, where that runner kind of slows up at first, right? Maybe give a pump fake, give something, try to draw her a little bit more and try to get that lead runner. Coach Brian Maxwell heading out there now to talk to his team.
We're going to get a trip to the circle. Maybe trying to get Turner to calm down a little bit. It's a very nice bunt by Lexi Hansen.
The Flex player comes in at first base for the designated player, Lexi Hansen.
That's a smart call on that bunt, though. I mean,
Yes.
that was well played.
We've got the flex entry, Nora Probst there at first base. She's going to run there for the DP, Lexi Hansen, who laid down that bunt.
We'll resume play here.
First baseman, Brianna Dalkey.
Here's Bree Dalkey. One out. And 2 on, first and third. First pitch to Dalkey. She bunts.
Ooh, just another.
Looked the runner back, but no throw. And now the bases are loaded with 1 out.
The good thing for Turner, it's not good to load the bases, but now there's a force anywhere. Now
Right.
they just got to play solid defense. Ideally, they're going to try to come forward here on a ground ball, but they got a force anywhere now. So defensively, it helps them attach.
Here's Emma Frang, and she bunts. Nobody there. A run scores. It's 3-0. It went over the head of the pitcher, and the player at second broke for first on the bunt, which is the right thing to do, but the bunt went over the head of the pitcher, and now it's 3-0 FBL.
The pitcher, Madison Babcock.
Now Babcock again, bases still loaded with 1 out. First pitch. Base hit into center field. 1 run scores, 2 runs score. Coming around third to score, and it's 6-0 FBL. A 3 RBI double from Madison Babcock. And just like that, the Foxes have put up 5 runs here in the 4th. I'm not sure if the center fielder didn't fully read that right, because
She backed up on it.
She backed up on it.
I thought it was coming right for her,
that's
and I don't know if it
kind of
just
what I
came
thought
weird.
too. She backed up on the ball, and it dropped in front of her.
I mean, it was a great hit by
It
Babcock.
was.
Solid
It was.
contact, nice line drive, but
Now Natalie Brahm, runner at second with 1 out, 6-0 in favor of the Foxes. They've put up 5 runs here in the 4th. Hot shot to third and
Nice
caught.
catch,
Throw
nice
back to
catch.
first, safe.
great contact on the ball there, but a better play at third base. Way to snag that, take it away for the second out.
It's getting late. Every device I have is dying at the same time. It's
Just say, I feel like this might be against fire code, how many outlets you've got plugged in over here. We won't tell the Madison Fire Department behind us.
Don't tell those guys. Here's Kinley Peterson. First pitch, hit to second, bobble, throw, got her.
Got her, yep.
Good recovery at second base and throw to first to retire the side, but the Foxes put up a 5 spot in the 4th. We've played 3.5. Your new score, Fox Valley Lutheran 6, Turner nothing. You're listening to W7 Radio, powered by Velocity. Well, we head to the bottom of the fourth, and all of a sudden, Turner looking up at a 6-0 deficit thanks to a 5-run fourth from the Foxes. And curious to see how Turner bounces back here. Babcock has allowed just one hit. I mean, maybe you'd take a page out of their playbook. Maybe you bunt.
Try to play a little small ball.
A little small ball. Just try and get on base and see if you can make some things happen.
You know, like I mentioned earlier, Peranio, she has had such a great year in the circle for them, but I feel like she's just missing her spins just a hair. You know, she is just a sophomore as well, like first time at Goodman. But I mean, for FBL, you know, you mentioned earlier they had that season last year undefeated, and they lost in, was it sectional semis? They lost last year, right?
To Denmark. Yeah.
You know, they've had that chip on their shoulder for a long time. They've come in with a mission. You know, Turner, solid team, but right now, I mean, FBL is just, you know, outplaying Turner.
First pitch to Madden Saunders, swing and a miss. FBL 11 hits for the game. Turner just one. Madden Saunders at 280 this year. Swing and a miss.
Good movement on that ball.
No balls and 2 strikes.
Looked like a curveball there, I thought, coming across, but then moved to the outside corner there.
No balls, 2 strikes. Now 1-2. 6-0 Fox Valley Lutheran in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss. And Madden Saunders retired. Another velocity strikeout for Madison Babcock. That is her 7th strikeout.
The catcher, Maddie Honig.
And here's Maddie Honig. She's faced 11 and struck out 7 and allowed just 1 hit.
If anybody's going to get this rally going, it's the seniors, the leaders, the catcher right here, Honig.
First pitch, Honig fouled off down the right field line. Good contact by Honig.
Assistant Coach Joe Rose
Coach Rose
over there.
Coach Rose better be careful over there. Coach Rose almost got a good afternoon from Maddie Honig. I like Coach Rose a lot.
Joe's
I'm a big
good guy,
Joe Rose fan.
He's
Joe Rose fan.
He's coached a couple of my kiddos in club ball over the years. He's
Really
a good guy.
like him. Really like him. No balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. That one missed outside.
Yep.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's that pitch that Saunders swung at earlier. Honig was like, that's gonna go, that's gonna move, that's gonna go out. I'm gonna let it go. That's good discipline.
52 pitches, 53 pitches, 33 strikes. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hit to third, but right to Olivia Fisher. Just a medium line drive, and Fisher able to bring it in, and there's 2 outs.
But she put the ball in play, right? That's what Turner's got to focus on right now. They got to do a better job seeing the ball. They got to put the ball in play, make the defense work.
So 2 outs. And nobody on, and here's Casey Carl. First pitch outside, ball 1.
Yes, a lot.
Yeah, good at it though, I bet.
1 ball and no strikes. On Casey Carl. That one missed high, 2-0. FVL 1 in the second and 5 in the fourth. 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Turner, no runs, 1 hit and 1 error. We are in the bottom of the fourth, 2 outs and nobody on. 2 balls, no strikes on Casey Carl. That one's high, now it's 3-0.
Good discipline there again. She kind of looked like she wanted it, but saw it was going high.
You got to think taking all the way here,
Oh,
right?
absolutely. Absolutely. They need base runners.
Yep.
They don't care how they get on right now. We just need base runners.
3 balls, no strikes. Here's the 3-0 offering. That one's low, ball 4. So first walk of the day. Casey Carl is on with 2 outs. And then we'll bring up Emma Bew.
Bew.
It's Bew. Emma
Boo.
Bew. Not Boo.
Bew.
Bew.
Sue. Bew. Thank you to that commenter. Appreciate that.
So Emma Bew.
I do like the help though too. Like when I'm doing the PA announcing too. If I get a kid's name wrong,
I hate getting
please,
kids' names wrong.
I hate it. And it's so hard too because I do WIA state wrestling, individual wrestling, right? There's over 500 kids that qualify for that tournament.
That's
so
insane.
trying to chase down those kiddos and not every kid is a Jones or a Smith or a Johnson.
Right.
If only, right? Some of those names, especially northern Wisconsin, God bless you, but
Yeah, you got
all
some,
the Krasinskis and
yeah, let's say you get a lot of
yes.
a lot of Czech names and Polish names. It gets a little much. First pitch to Emma Bew is a swing and a miss, 0-1. Tried the snap throw down to first, but Carls is back. No balls, 1 strike. Bew hitting .361, 26 hits and 72 at bats. Scored 21 runs, driven in 15, and a .985 OPS. Good numbers for Emma. She's a senior on this squad. 6-0 in the bottom of the 4th in favor of Fox Valley Lutheran.
One of 4 seniors here for the Trojans, hoping that they can get the ball going and hoping that this isn't their last game in a tourney uniform.
Here's the 1-1, swing and a miss, 1 and 2. And Coach, we're at that time of day where you have the lights, but they really haven't taken effect yet, but you're losing sunlight, and so it's twilight, so
Yes.
the lighting is very different now. It's maybe harder to pick up the ball, both from the batter standpoint and the outfielder standpoint.
Well, and it's hard too because it's that time of day where it's like you don't necessarily need the sunglasses, but
Correct.
it's still
Yes.
kind of bright enough, and especially like right field, I can't tell because the sun is setting, looking that way, but it is never. I did not play outfield, thank God. I don't know how they read the ball out there sometimes.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. High, 3-2. Anyway on, right, Coach? I mean,
Absolutely.
that's the goal here.
Full count now, 2 outs, so that runner at first base is going to be going on the pitch. Hoping here that Emma can make some contact or draw a walk.
Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Another velocity strikeout for Madison Babcock. That is her 8th strikeout. We've played 4. Score remains Fox Valley Lutheran 6, Kerner nothing. You're listening to W7 Radio, powered by Velocity.
0.
Six nothing FVL in the top of the 5th. Paige Levitt to lead it off for the Foxes. FPL 1 run in the second and 5 in the fourth. And Turner 1 hit so far. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Good off speed there by Peranio. Did I say that? Peranio, right?
I believe that is right. It's for some reason, Cassie, it's a block for me. I cannot get past it. I keep trying, and it's difficult. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now 1 and 2 on Paige Levitt. Here's the 1-2 in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Boy, Honig is a great catcher, isn't she? Oh,
she
my
is
goodness.
just a stud.
She is just, she's a wall back there. You know who she reminds me of is Emma Ray from Superior. Emma Ray now at Northwestern, by the way. 2 and 2. This one's hit the center field.
Should be a can of corn.
Right to Bew, and that is the first out. Emma Ray, part of that Superior little mini dynasty they had in the early 2020s.
Left fielder, Tenley Wolfrath.
Now Tenley Wolfrath.
Northwestern does a good job of getting those Wisconsin,
They sure do.
getting some of those Wisconsin kids.
I don't know if you saw, but Riley Grudzalanek is under the transfer portal. She's leaving Northwestern.
Oh, I did not see that.
Swing and a miss for Wolfrath. No sources have told me this, but her sister just happens to be committed to Oregon.
Okay.
Wonder if Riley may be headed west as well. No balls and 1 strike and 1 out.
I saw Wisconsin softball picked up a transfer out of Auburn today.
Bunt and on Wolfrath. She's so fast down that line at first base, and her bunting skills are so good. So Tenley Wolfrath is on with a bunt single.
Third baseman, Olivia Fisher.
And here's Fisher. Fisher opened the scoring with a solo home run back in the second.
1 for 1. She had that sacrifice bunt.
Yep.
Actually, no, she got on with that bunt, didn't she?
No, it was a sacrifice
It
bunt.
was a sack,
Here's
yep.
a ground ball to short. Could be 2.
Oh.
Throw to 1.
Yeah. Oh.
Safe at first.
Bang, bang play.
Fielder's choice, a runner at second out.
Nice job by Jackson there, though, to get that lead runner. This is the other thing I love about state softball. Take a look out in right field. The bus driver of that coach bus just
Sitting
chilling.
on the top of the
He's
bus.
got the best view in the house right now.
Just sitting back. There's a coach bus right behind right center field, and the bus driver is sitting on the top of the coach bus, looking this way, watching the game.
It's got to be FPL's bus.
I would think so. Lexi Hansen. Turner, I think, yeah, because that's Turner's school bus right behind him. No balls and 1 strike.
Turner's lucky in that they're close enough, right? So all
Yeah.
these girls got to sleep in their own beds last night. They have that comfort of being at home. And this game time, too, pretty close to a typical regular season game, right?
softball
So
game.
they probably went through a lot of their typical motions today, which a lot of teams can't do at the state tournament.
I asked Coach Rose when he was here last night. I asked Joe what they were going to do about it. I said, "You guys staying?" He's like, "Oh no." He's like, "We're close enough that we want to be home and just be able to just get up here the day of and make it as routine as possible." Swing and a miss for Hansen. That is the third out.
Much better inning for Turner there. Defensively in the circle, Peranio looked much more in command there for the Trojans.
So apparently NFHS has been talking about that bus driver a lot. That's Melinda Hull, former head coach at New London. She's been on all afternoon, giving us some great insight today.
I was up in the press box earlier. I'm pretty sure that's Jay Wilson. I think is still on the call up there. Former Channel 3.
Yes, Jay is on the call.
I love Jay.
Jay's
He's
a great
such
guy.
a good guy.
Yes, Jay, and just a very seasoned, experienced broadcaster.
Yes.
I really look up to Jay a lot.
When I was in high school and we came here in 2002, I was a sophomore. I was a role player. We had 7 seniors that year, but I brought a little handheld camcorder to do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Shocker, I went to school for sports journalism initially, right? But I'm doing all this, and I remember standing back here, and Jay Wilson was like 5 feet from me. And my whole team was like, you got to go talk to him. You got to go talk to him. You got to go talk to him. And I was like, excuse me, Mr. Wilson? And he let me interview him. I'm like a 16-year-old kid.
He's so great.
It was so great. But then over the years, I've gotten to know him on the professional lens, and I love that he still does this with the NFHS and the WIA, because he's, especially in the Madison area, everybody knows who Jay Wilson is, the sports dean.
I'm hoping to duck out of here at some point tomorrow and sneak up and ask for a picture with him. Hey, today's the fifth inning stretch brought to you by Our Bar and Grill in Plainfield. Whether you're stopping in for great food, cold drinks, or a night out with friends, you'll always find a welcoming atmosphere and plenty of familiar faces. Our Bar is proud to support local communities and W7's coverage of Wisconsin girls sports. Our Bar and Grill in Plainfield. It's not my bar. It's not your bar. It's Our Bar, where strangers become friends and friends become family. Check them out on Facebook. Bess Jenkins to lead it off for Turner in the fifth. 6-0 Fox Valley Lutheran. Fox has won in the second on Olivia Fisher home run, and then put up a 5 spot in the fourth, and that's been your scoring so far. 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Turner, no runs, 1 hit and 1 error. This one's fouled off, and it's no balls and 2 strikes on Bess Jenkins.
Bess Jenkins hitting over 400 on the year for the Trojans. 27 hits, 4 doubles, 4 triples. Has drawn just 5 walks this year. Tells me she's a contact hitter, likes to put the ball in play.
Here's the 0-2. That one's fouled off. Her first word was ball. Bess Jenkins.
Destiny.
I mean, right?
Destiny to be a good man, you bet.
She has a 20-pound cat named Baxter.
Some of these facts, I love it.
She's an only child and the youngest on both sides of her family.
Oh, wow.
No balls, 2 strikes on Bess. She's a funny kid, too. I got to talk to her a little bit yesterday. Really funny kid. Her cousins call her Munch, which is short for Munchkin.
Oh.
She doesn't look very Munchkin-ish, does Bess. I love the name, too. I love Bess. That's a great name. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's that one go by. 2-2.
Good discipline there. Nothing makes me happier as a coach than discipline at the plate, not chasing those higher pitches.
Talked about Babcock and her focus. Bess Jenkins, very similar. She's a freshman. Her goal is already to play collegiate softball. I mean, she's locked into what she wants to do. This one's fouled off. And I don't know about you, Cassie, but at 15, I had 0 clues on what I was going to do about anything. I didn't even know what I was going to eat for dinner the next day. And these kids, locked in on going to college, and they get it. We hear a lot about this Gen Z stuff and everything else, but I spend a lot of time with kids. There's a lot of amazing kids around, I'm telling you. 2-2, this one's fouled off. Not a play.
Great battle at the plate, taking Babcock deep into this at-bat.
Shelly Harbison, I believe she's saying the bus driver's her nephew. He's not. Is that a blanket?
I think it's a sign. I think he was holding a sign.
He's got a sign out there in
I
right
missed
field.
what it said though.
On the bus. 2 balls, 2 strikes. His legs dangling over the edge of the bus. That's a great look. This one is low, and it's 3-2.
Here's my question though: did he pay for a ticket, or is he scamming us?
He's pulling like the Cubs from the '80s. That's how they used to watch the games before they started charging for the rooftops.
I was gonna say, have you seen a game at the rooftops at Wrigley? That
Absolutely,
is an experience.
I have. Yes.
That is fun. I hope I don't offend these W7 fans, but I am a Cubs fan.
That's
God. Like my favorite.
Well, Coach Bondi, hey, thanks for joining us tonight.
Sorry, guys.
Have a great rest of your night. We are all hardcore Brewer fans. Ball 4, and Bess Jenkins draws a leadoff walk.
I'll wear my Brewer hat tomorrow. I'm going to the game.
Thank you, please.
I will wear my Brewer gear tomorrow.
And cheer for the crew tomorrow.
Please don't hold that comment against Stoughton softball next year.
That's a comment you probably should not have made.
I just
looking
cursed
back
myself. I retract my previous statement.
I'm a big Brewers fan. So he's the cousin of one of the assistant coaches.
Oh, there it is. I love the intel that you guys are giving us. Thank you.
Our fans are just the best. Here's Kennedy Crawl. No balls and 1 strike. Likes to take her dogs for walks, go on the boat, and tan.
I mean, who doesn't love that?
Sounds like a teenager.
Who doesn't love that? She's probably one that knows if you ask her, hey, what's the UV today? All these high school kids are obsessed. Well, the UV's only 4. We're okay. The UV's only 3. We're okay.
No idea what any of that means.
I don't get it.
1 ball, 1 strike on
like,
Kennedy Crawl.
The sun is out. Put your sunscreen on. No, the UV's only 3. What?
Fouled off. Well, I got burnt to a crisp last year. I learned from that. I brought plenty of sunscreen today. Haven't needed it the last 2 days, but sure needed it today.
Today you needed it, yep.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Kennedy Crawl. Steps in. And here's the 1-2. Now it's 2-2. I mentioned this afternoon, if you're coming to the game tonight, bring a blanket or a jacket, because when that sun goes down, that temperature off the lake drops pretty quick. You get here about 10 o'clock at night, it's gold.
Oh, absolutely.
2-2. This one's hit to right field. That there to make the catch in right field is Natalie Braun, and is the first out of the 5th.
But again, how lucky are we that we're playing at this? I don't think there's a more beautiful complex.
It's gorgeous.
With the lake right there, and especially with the addition of that video board a few years ago, like there is no better complex when it comes to the beauty of it.
Well, I've been doing my podcast from here with my back to the field, and I mean, I call it a bucket moment. I mean, having that kind of backdrop when you do a podcast that's not fake. I mean, that's pretty cool. Peranio, there's a base hit in the left field for Liv. Olivia Peranio with a single, and trying to get a little fire here for the Trojans of Turner.
I think a little extra motivation there for Peranio. She knows she had an off inning, that 4th inning pitching wise. She saw a pitch that she could connect on and just roped it through that 5-6 hole. Looks like we're going to get a courtesy runner there for Peranio. Number 10, Chloe Lentil is coming in for courtesy run for the pitcher Peranio.
We are in the bottom of the 5th. It's 6-0 Fox Valley Lutheran. Runner at first and second with 1 out. That one's low. 1 ball, no strikes.
Our girl Isley, God, that is such a great name.
It is. Isley Klein at the plate. Klein 0 for 1 today. Here's the 1-0, swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Janet Hipp is watching about 3 screens at once. Brewers winning 6-0, USA Soccer leading 1-0, and watching this as well.
Oh, that's right, World Cup.
Got it going on. 1 ball, 1 strike on Isley Klein. Here's the 1-1. Chopper foul down the line at first.
That sounds like my house opening weekend of the collegiate softball tournament. My husband likes to pick on me a little bit for that. I said, hey, you know what you married into, honey. Between that and March Madness.
Right? 1 and 2. I'm more into women's March Madness now. That's all I watch. I don't watch any men's sports anymore. I really don't. I mean, except I watch the Brewers a little bit, but I listen more on the radio on my drive home for games. But I'm just in on women's sports. That's it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out. I like the WNBA. This one's fouled back, and not just Caitlin Clark. I like the league. I like Caitlin Clark, but I like the league as well. I like the players. Got some great players in the WNBA.
Yes.
Really seeing softball taking off, which I really love to see.
The AUSL, I love that league.
It's time. It's time to have real professional softball, and I think it's a sport now that college has really expanded. People are really understanding what this game's about. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Isley Klein. First and second with 1 out. Here is the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a change.
Good off
Boy,
speed.
That was, in baseball, you call it the Uncle Charlie. In softball, we call it the Aunt Harriet.
Yep. Great off-speed pitch. But we're back to the top of the order now for Jayla Jackson. Jackson's due here. She's a heck of a ball player for the Trojans. 415 on the year, 34 hits for them, 23 RBIs. No better time to add to that RBI total than right now for Jackson.
Big opportunity here. First and second, 2 out. Jayla at the plate. Great game within the game right here, these two. First pitch in there, strike. And again, I'm not sure what they did for a scouting report, Cassie, but I am telling you, I mean, it's very clear. Madison Babcock is most comfortable when she's ahead on the count, either 0-1, 1-2. You'll get a lot of first pitch strikes from her. Here's the 0-1. That one's 1-1.
I feel like it's 50-50. Some kids really love going after that first pitch. Other kids like to see a couple.
Settle in a little bit, yeah. But the problem with Babcock is, I mean, there's a 80% chance your first pitch you're going to see is a strike.
Yep.
And then you get down on her 0-1. It's tough. It's 1 ball, 1 strike on Jayla Jackson. Swing and a miss.
Ooh,
tried to pick the runner off at first. Nice throw
that was
from
bang,
Probst.
bang right there.
You know, we haven't talked about Nora Probst, but she's a really solid catcher. And we talk about Maddie Honig, and Probst is pretty darn good too. Are we arguing the call on first?
Well, I think he's going to ask if he'll ask home plate, because the first base umpire there was a little bit blocked because the throw is coming right from home plate. So he's gonna do a good job. He's gonna get his guys together. Like, hey, this was what I saw. What did you guys see?
He's a smart coach. Tanner's a very intelligent coach. He's gonna be safe. So no overturning the call.
But I appreciate what he did, right? And I appreciate that umpire too, because some umpires will be like, nope, I got it, we're good. I appreciate that he was willing to have the conversation, talk it over. That's what it's about. You want to make sure that you get the call right.
That's the most important thing. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs on Jayla Jackson. Bottom of the 5th, 6-0 FEL, and she fouls that one off. And for those of you that hadn't heard, when Jayla was a freshman, she said, Gary, when I meet you, I want to bring you a Turner shirt. Would you wear it if I brought it to you?
I saw her drop it off, yep.
And I said, Jayla, you know, anything the kids want to bring me and ask me to wear, I'll wear it. I don't care what it is. So it's not doesn't mean I'm a Turner homer. It just means that a kid came and asked me if I would do it, and I'll do it. 1 and 2 popped up on the infield. Probst calling for it and makes the play, and that's the 3rd out of the 5th. And the Fox Valley Lutheran Nation starting to sense a trip to the title game in its grasp. We have played 5. Your score remains FPL 6, Turner nothing. You're listening to W7 Radio, powered by Velocity. Today's game is presented by Athletes on Call, America's #1 portal pickup for athletes, coaches, and team managers. Need players or extra innings? Visit athletesoncall.com or download the Athletes on Call app on Apple or Android today. Use the coupon TRY-AOC, that's TRY-AOC, one word, and use it for free through the end of the year. Thank you to Nicole and our friends at Athletes on Call for your support of W7 and girls sports. Peranio will settle back in to start the 6th inning. Today's broadcast is brought to you by the Circle Tap in Denmark. Looking for great food, cold drinks, and a place where everyone feels like a regular? Circle Tap has become a favorite gathering place for locals and visitors alike. Whether you're stopping in for lunch, dinner, game day, or a night out with friends, you'll find outstanding service and a welcoming atmosphere every time you walk through the door. Circle Tap in Denmark. Great food, great drinks, great people. I can vouch for all 3 of those. I've spent a good amount of time at the Circle Tap in Denmark, and I enjoy every minute there. Great softball bar, it really is. Here we go into the top of the 6th. First pitch fouled off. This is Bree Dalkey.
First baseman Brianna Dalkey.
Dalkey to lead it off in the 6th. Dalkey 1 for 2 today with a run scored. It'll be Dalkey, Frang, and Babcock 9-1-2 in the Fox's 6th. 0-1, chopper down the line at 3rd, but foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Gary Whipperman and Cassie Bondi, live from Goodman Diamond on the campus of the University of Wisconsin-Madison. No balls, 2 strikes. Right down
Good
Broadway
spot.
and
Good spot on that pitch by Peranio.
strikeout for Liv. That is 6 strikeouts. It's a velocity strikeout for Olivia Peranio. That's her 6th strikeout of the day. There's 1 out. Nobody on in the top of the 6th. Pop up, foul side of 3rd and into the stands. Well, we'll be on the air tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. for Whip Around Podcast. Give you a review of today's action and preview Championship Saturday. And then on the air at 7:40 for the pregame of the Division 5 state championship game. And Claire Frang gets hit by a pitch. It was a changeup, so not a lot of speed on it, but Frang will get the first. 6-0 FBL, top of the 6th, 1 out, and here's Madison Babcock. Babcock today at the plate, 1 for 3 with 3 RBI, a big 3 RBI double back in the 4th that sparked the FBL's big
Yep,
fourth inning.
She came up after those couple of bunts. I think they had 3 straight bunts there where they scored a run, loaded the bases, and then she cleared it on just that rope shot out to center field.
1 ball, no strikes on Babcock. That one's in there, 1-1. Peranio, 5 1/3, 12 hits, 6 runs, all of them earned, no walks and 6 strikeouts.
You know, when you look at Peranio's stat line there, yes, there's 6 earned, but a couple of those were those bunt singles where defense just kind of hesitated there for a minute. I think it's the hard part about a pitcher when you're looking at stats, right? You're frustrated because I think the defense could have done a little better job to back her up. Not all of those runs are really on her, but
fair.
you know, when you look
point.
at the rule book, that's
what they say.
That's how you score it, right?
Yep.
So that's you know, that can be frustrating as a pitcher because she's doing her job.
Babcock
There's
rips
another
this
rope.
one to left center. 1 hopper off the wall.
And
Coming around 3rd to score is Frang, and it's 7-0 Fox Valley Lutheran.
She's got some speed too. Babcock wheeling around the bases there, stand-up double.
He's a University of Minnesota softball commit. And in my mind, the runner-up for the Wisconsin Gatorade Player of the Year.
I would double that.
Does it at the plate, does it in the circle. And Cassie, you talked about this with Olivia Peranio, and you know she does it in the circle, and now it's time to work on developing at the plate. Maddie Babcock, no different. It's a skill that you learn, a skill you develop, and I'm a big Olivia Peranio fan. I love her demeanor. I love how just even she is. I think that's what a good pitcher is. This one, hot shot to shortstop. It goes off of Jackson's glove, and Babcock will score. What I say about Natalie Braum, she doesn't get all the numbers, all the attention, but she is an indispensable member of this team and brings so much value, and you saw it right there with that hard hit. That's a hit. That's not an error on Jackson. That was a rocket shot to shortstop, and now it's 8-0.
And you know Jackson's upset about that. At the ball,
she'll carry that for a long time.
Absolutely.
And she shouldn't.
But that is a ball. That is a hard hit ball. That is a base hit all day long.
And I hope she doesn't. She is a very talented young lady, and she's going to do some really great things before her time is done. That I can guarantee you. It's just become one of those nights for Turner, and that's softball. You and I both know that. First pitch hit down the line at left field and foul. This is Kinley Peterson. The game's not over, but I think Turner's got so much to be proud of this season and just their accomplishment this season. I mean, they had a great year. It's 8-0, Jacob. We're in the top of the 6th. Swing and a miss.
Nice pitch. Nice off speed there. Good time for that one.
A nice change from Peranio. See, the good thing is I'm getting to practice Peranio many times, so I'm trying to just drill it into my head. No balls, 2 strikes. swung on and hit to short. Jackson charges and fires. Boy, she's got a gun.
She's got
And
got
out.
wheels strolling down first base there.
And to get Kinley Peterson on a slow roll chopper on a dirt infield by Jayla Jackson, that's impressive.
That was definitely a bang play. Peterson wheeling down to first baseline. Great defensive play there by Jackson to get the out. Two down now.
Peterson's going to be, I think she already was it. I believe Peterson this year will be a two-sport all-conference player. She's a tremendous basketball player. 2 outs and 1 on, runner at second. That is Paige Levitt at the plate. Natalie Brahm at second. 8-0 here in the top of the 6th.
You know, I think we're seeing a lot of kids here, too, that are going to be on those all-district teams, all-state teams that'll be coming out soon. You know, the all-district, I'm actually our conference rep for D2, D3, so we had our meeting last Sunday. I'm not at liberty to share any of that information, unfortunately, but that info will come out when the all-state teams come out.
Sure.
That'll be later next week. I know that meeting is Monday. The coaches get together, same time as the All-Star games
All-Star game at the Dells.
up in the Dells. So the coaches have that meeting on Monday. All-Star games are Tuesday. Typically, it's by Friday. Those lists should be out, but you're definitely seeing some kids on both sides of the ball tonight, all district and definitely some all-state kids out here.
Most definitely. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Paige Levitt at the plate. Good eye, ball skips away, and the runner, Brahm, moves down to third.
That is a rare pass ball by Honig there. Honig, excuse me.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We are in the top of the 6th. It's 8-0 FBL. 14 hits today for the Foxes. Up the middle, off of Peranio's glove, throw to first in
Still
time.
got her.
Olivia
Still got her,
Peranio. The ball, when it came back to her, it knocked her glove off. And what does she do? She chases the ball down, picks it up, and fires to first to get Paige Levitt, who also has great speed, out at first and end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 6th here. New score, Fox Valley Lutheran 8 and Turner nothing. You're listening to W7 Radio, powered by Velocity. In education-based sports, sportsmanship matters. It goes beyond the X's and O's. It's the difference mutual respect makes. It's what character looks like. It's what defines us here in Wisconsin. In high school sports, winning is exhilarating, but just as important as how the game is played and how we express our positive support. Let's embrace the ideals of sportsmanship in our community and at high school events. A message from the WIAA and W7, inspiring champions for life. Madden Saunders leading off the Turner 6th. First pitch strike, 0-1. This one popped into shallow right field. Coming in, Natalie Brahm makes the catch. There is 1 out in the Turner 6th. Want to take your game to the next level? Visit trainwithvelocity.com and discover how Velocity Performance Training is helping Wisconsin athletes train smarter, compete harder, and perform better. 1 out, nobody on. Maddie Honig at the plate. There's a ball. You know, I was talking to Liz Niles, who did the new Holstein game with me. She's from Kiel, 2026er, and I said, you know, she asked me, what's your favorite part of the state tournament? And coming here, what do you enjoy most about it? Here's the 1-0. This one is grounded to second base. Nice play by Claire Frang, just so smooth at second base.
Yes.
Just moves to her left, gets it cleanly, and flips it to Hansen.
And it looked effortless, too. It was a couple shuffle steps
Very
over right
fluid
behind
in
the
what
ball.
she does. And just such a humble kid, too. Very humble kid. 2 outs and nobody on. I said my favorite part is semifinal Friday. It's my favorite part of my least favorite part at the same time, because 2 things happen. For one group of kids, their dream comes true. This one's a ground ball back to the circle, throw it to first. That's a 1-2-3 inning. Casey Carl retired. So on one hand, you've got kids whose dream is going to come true. They're going to play for a state championship, and that is a feeling unlike any other. But at the same time, it's very difficult because there's a whole bunch of kids that got to the very top of the mountain, almost to the top of the mountain. They're going to come up just a little bit short.
Yep.
But what I try to remind myself constantly is there's 430-some teams, including Stoughton, that would trade places with these kids for anything in the world.
Yep.
So but mostly it's great. Mostly it's great to see the kid when you know the kids, when you know how hard they work, when you know what it means to them. It's really special to see it all happen in real time right in front of you. There's nothing like it.
That's just it. That's probably the biggest reason I wanted to come and watch these Division II semifinals, because we did have a great year. I mean, we first time in school history won 20 games. Only the second conference championship in school history for Stoughton. But where we struggle a little bit, that's where I like to watch these teams. Like, how close are we to these teams? You know what I mean? To make that next step.
Yes.
And we're blessed right now. We're bringing everybody back next year. So we know that we're going to be right there. So where do we need to fine tune some things? We talked earlier about how we're trying to beef up our schedule and play some of those tougher competition, some of those stronger pitchers. We'll face Geezy next year from Sun Prairie East, and we're here in the state semifinals.
Isn't she?
Yeah, so I'm excited for that, and I'm excited for my kids to see that kind of competition, right? It's a great skill for us. And, I told them, like, if you want to be playing there, we got to play the best of the best early, get those trials and tribulations out of the way earlier to make us stronger.
Yeah. No, you're right on the money. And I know your guys' theme this year was it's now or never, but with the team that you have, the theme should have been it's now or next year.
Right? That's just it. They said now or never. I was like, but you're not seniors, so.
But I love the urgency.
Yes. Yes.
Here we go. We are moving to the top of the 7th.
Looks like a pinch hitter coming here.
This is where Coach Frang will sometimes insert some of his players, especially his seniors. I'm sure he'll want to get Martin out there, Ava Martin.
Well, and this is it his daughter, number 1?
Yeah,
Emma
Emma Frang.
So Emma's up right now.
First pitch high, 1 ball, and no strikes.
Pinch hitting here, Emma. Senior for the Foxes.
Frang hitting .286 on the year, 6 of 21.
I can't help it. Every time I say Foxes, I just think about that song. What does the fox say?
Oh my gosh, that's going back a ways.
Not to date me, but
Yeah, that's early 2000s there, maybe late 2000s.
Prime of my life, Gary.
Oh boy, I was well past my prime then. 1 ball, 1 strike, swing and a miss. 1-2. The prime of my life is what they now call the late 1900s.
Oh, jeepers.
People are really saying that. Here's 1-2, like you're some agrarian farmer from Kansas that, out on the plains. This one's upstairs, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Emma Frang. Emma, one of the seniors on this team. Trying to keep that run going one more day. Swing and a miss, and that's the 3rd strike. Nice rise ball, nice strike by Peranio. That is a velocity strikeout, and that's the 7th strikeout of the day for Olivia Peranio.
I'll tell you what, Peranio here, just a sophomore, I've talked about it a little bit, but this game, You know, has she been at her best? No. Is this the game she's going to think about, though, when it comes to her summer workouts, when it comes to
For
club
sure.
ball, in the weight room, in pitching lessons, whatever she does? She's going to remember this game. She's going to remember where she struggled, what she needs to fine-tune, and I'm telling you what, this kid is going to come back stronger next year because of it.
No doubt about it. Here is the other senior, Ava Martin. Martin getting her first at pat of the night. Martin, 9 of 23. She's hitting .391. 9 runs, 8 RBI, 918. I mean, that's a pretty deep bench that Coach Frang has up in Appleton.
Yep. And you love to see this too, right? You're getting your seniors an at-bat here at the state tournament. This is something these kids are going to remember forever.
Absolutely. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2 on Martin. 1 out. Nobody on in the top of the 7th. And there's strike 3, and that's the second out. Another velocity strikeout for Olivia Peranio.
Designated player Lexi Henson.
And now Lexi Hansen. 2 outs. Nobody on. Swing and a miss.
Great
0-1.
off-speed pitch. You don't see pitchers don't a lot of times go to that changeup there in the first pitch, but she's trusting it right now.
Lexi hitting .268, 15 hits and 56 at bats, 11 runs, 14 RBI. Here's the 0-1. Opposite way and foul. Line drive. That's a great idea going oppo like that.
Right.
It takes a
Going
lot of strength to do that, especially hitting as hard as she did.
Going with the pitch. Outside pitch. She doesn't try to force it up the middle or force it to the pull side. Goes with the pitch.
A step and drive, right? No balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Peranio gets the sign, and here comes the 0-2. Base hit in the left field. 5-6 hole single for Lexi Hansen. That is Lexi's 3rd hit of the game.
Wow.
She is 3 for 4 today, and she's the 8 hitter. Emily Wolfrath is 3 for 3.
That'll get the job done. That's for sure.
15 hits today for Fox Valley Lutheran.
Boxes, number 10, Olivia Johnson.
We're going to get another pinch runner.
Another senior, Olivia Johnson.
Pinch hitter, yep.
And again, great move by Coach Frank, Coach Babcock, and the guys, just making sure that everybody gets this experience.
And they don't have a deep bench either. It looks like only 3 or 4 kids. So
Yeah.
I think every kid now has gotten into the game.
Yeah, I think Olivia would be the final one. No balls and 1 strike. Olivia looking for her first hit of the year. Wouldn't that be something that happened right here? Swing and a miss, a little behind it. The other Olivia is a pretty good pitcher, though, so it may be a challenge getting the hit on Peranio. But again, the culture is, every player matters,
Yep.
and every player's job is to make everybody else better. That's what they do. Swing and a miss, and that retires the
Great
side.
pitch.
Another velocity strikeout for Olivia Peranio, and that retires the 7th. Last call for Turner. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Your score remains Fox Valley Lutheran 8, Turner 0.
All right,
You're listening to W7 powered by Velocity.
up.
Bottom of the 7th. Emma Bew to lead it off for Turner.
Do or die time, rally hat time, whatever we need.
Be nice to see Turner push one across here as they could in the 7th. Bew, Jenkins, and Kroll. 5, 6, 7 hitters.
I've seen a couple rally hats here. Who was it earlier? The Lightning, Appleton North. They had a couple fun hats in their dugout there in their semifinal this morning.
Great season for Coach Nissen and the Lightning. Really a big step forward in that program. Chris Nissen's done a great job.
That is another team with a ton of underclassmen.
Yes. Yeah, they're loaded. 2 balls and no strikes. They only have one senior.
One senior.
Alyssa Wald is the only
yep.
senior. Check, swing, strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. And this is what I love most about what I do is being able to know, all these,
that stuff.
all
Yep.
this stuff.
Yep.
Coaches. I mean, you got to deal with all the stuff you got to deal with. I just get to be a wide net of everything. This one's ground ball, second base. Boy, nice play by Frame.
Yep.
Claire did a great job on that. In that she got down. I mean, she really got down on the ball, literally down to her knees. Brought it in, flipped to first. Watched it come all the way in. Those are little things you think, okay, I'm at state, I don't have to do that stuff anymore. And yet here she is doing the basics, the fundamentals that you teach day in, day out, doing it on the field at Goodman Diamond.
It's kind of one of it's similar to those safety stops that you see in the outfielders when they go down to one knee to protect it. That was like the same thing there on the infield. You don't see infielders doing that a ton, but she wanted to make sure she kept the ball in front of her, get that lead out, bottom of the 7th. That's what you need.
1 ball and no strikes. On Bess Jenkins. Bess has a very bright future. This one popped to shallow mid-center, and KP Bala on the play. That's Kinley Peterson. Stick around afterwards. We'll have a very brief post-game and break down what we saw tonight and get you out of here, and more importantly, get me out of here.
Get you out of here. You got to go home, Gary.
My wife has started putting my face on milk cartons. 2 outs, nobody on. Thanks to all of you guys for watching and listening tonight. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We appreciate you so much. Kennedy Kroll at the plate. First pitch ball, 1 ball. Fox Valley Lutheran 1 out away from a date with Pewaukee tomorrow in the Division II state championship game. Here's the 1-0. Comebacker, it was destined up the middle. Babcock puts her glove down, corrals it, and throws it to first. Almost a fitting way to end this game, Cassie.
She dominated at the plate. She dominated in the circle. She, right there, dominated defensively. A hot shot back up the middle, got her glove on it, threw the batter out, seals the win for the Foxes.
Final score, Fox Valley Lutheran 8, Turner nothing. Congratulations, Fox Valley Lutheran. You're headed to the WIAA Division II state championship game on Championship Saturday tomorrow. It's all Foxes tonight. They showed they most certainly belong and then some in their game. We'll be back with a quick recruitedfilms.com post game. You've been watching, listening to W7 Radio, powered by Velocity, live from Goodman Diamond. We'll be back. Welcome back. This is the Recruited Films postgame show. Final score tonight, Fox Valley Lutheran defeats Turner 8-0. And Coach, I mean, we can talk all we want about this game, but at the end of the day, it was really just the Foxes coming in. They took care of business. They did what they expected to do. 15 hits for the game, and they dominated from right away. With Olivia Fisher set the tone with that home run and a big fourth inning, and it was smooth sailing from there. Babcock pitches a 2-hit shutout.
That's just it, and they did it in every facet offensively. They had that big home run. Babcock hit those 2 doubles to the wall, but it was small ball too. Small ball made that difference in that 5-run fourth inning for them. I mean, they are just a complete team. They played great defense tonight. They played the small ball. They can power hit, and it helps when you got a kid like Madison Babcock in the circle to shut it down as well.
And if you go up and down this roster, and yes, we talked a lot about Babcock, and I know maybe it got a little much for some people, and I get that, but at the same time, it's not just Madison Babcock. You look at that roster up and down. I mean, almost everybody got a hit tonight. I mean, so let's just go through this. Lexi Hansen, 3 hits. Tenley Wolfrath, 3 hits. 2 hits for Babcock, 2 hits for Brom, 2 hits for Frang, 1 hit for Levitt, 1 hit for Fisher, 1 hit for Dahlke. 15 hits. I mean, that's a pretty darn good day. That's
just it. It's really hard to beat a team with 15 hits. It doesn't matter what team you are, what level you are. If you are able to put up 15 hits, nobody's beating you.
Your final line score, Fox Valley Lutheran, 8 runs, 15 hits, no errors. Turner, no runs, 2 hits, and no errors. The winning pitcher, Madison Babcock, 7 innings, 2 hits, no runs, no earned runs, 2 walks, and 9 strikeouts. The losing pitcher, Olivia Peranio, 7 innings, 15 hits, 8 runs, all of them earned, no walks, and 9 strikeouts. Game time just north of an hour 35. And Coach, we've set up for a really fun championship Saturday. It all starts tomorrow morning, and it's a big final day of the season for W7 tomorrow. We'll be on air at 6:30 a.m. with our state review from tonight and a state championship preview for Saturday. And then it starts at 8 o'clock tomorrow. Almond, Bancroft, and Belmont, a redo of last year's state championship game that Belmont won. And that's going to be a fun one. This game will be the second to last game of the night. It will be Fox Valley Lutheran taking on Pewaukee. It's going to be a great day. Division III, Lamira taking on Lodi. That will be. I look at this list. There's not a bad game on this list.
No, I'm actually really kind of upset that I can't come tomorrow because I'm looking at all 5 of these championship games tomorrow. I'm telling you what, it is going to be a packed house here. A lot of these teams that are going to play tomorrow travel well. They have fantastic community support. When I'm looking at those 5 games, I still got to think the one I'm most looking forward to is that D4 game with Johnson Creek and Mineral Point. But I'm D3 Lodi, just the run that they've been on this last month of the season.
Boy, have they ever.
They have just come on. Bailey Stark is turning on in the circle. Their offense is putting up great numbers. Lamaya's a great team. Like you said, D5 is a repeat of last year. I think the best part is it's any team's goal ball to get, right? Like there is no clear favorite in any division right now. I don't think. And we've seen that today, right? Medford, the 1 seed falling. We saw Grantsburg, the 1 seed falling yesterday. Like, yeah, there's the seeds 1 through 4, but you get here, it doesn't matter your seed. It doesn't matter your record. It doesn't matter, like in Medford's case, right? It doesn't matter if your stats are leaps and bounds ahead of the other team. Who's going to show up on game day? Championship Saturday. I am telling you what, we are going to have 5 fantastic games tomorrow. And if you can't get to Goodman, be sure you're tuning in to W7 to hear it all.
It's also on TV tomorrow on your local WIA station. What I would encourage you to do, turn that game on and turn the volume down and turn W7 up. We'd love to spend Championship Saturday with you. Here is the roster of games for tomorrow. 8 o'clock, Almond, Bancroft, and Belmont. Belmont the 1, Almond, Bancroft the 2. That's a rematch of last year's state championship game. 10:30 tomorrow, Division 4. The upstart Johnson Creek Blue Jays, the 4 seed, will be taking on the 2-seed Mineral Point. Mineral Point got to the state semifinals last year. This year they get to the state finals. See if they can cash in for a gold ball tomorrow. Division 3 is at 1 o'clock. That'll be Lemira, the 1-seed, and Lodi, the 3-seed. Lodi knocked off New Holstein today. Lemira beat Spooner. And then at 4 o'clock is this game, the Division 2 state championship. It'll be 21-9 Pewaukee taking on 25-3 Fox Valley Lutheran. And the thing about this D2 game, Coach, it's the 3 versus the 4.
Love that.
So
that just shows that, like, how
shows you all you
balanced
need
this
to know.
division is, right?
And then we wrap up the night at 6:30 tomorrow night, Division 1. It's going to be, congratulations, it's going to be Sussex Hamilton, the 1-seed, 28-1, taking on the 2-seed Muskego, 27-2. As you said, Coach, it's a packed day full of really great matchups, and I always look forward to Championship Saturday, and we made it.
And that's exactly what you want on Championship Saturday, right? Last day of the season, you want it to be the best of the best. You want it to be great ball, a great environment. The weather right now, knock on wood, right? It's supposed to be a beautiful day again tomorrow. So I get chills thinking about these games tomorrow and these matchups and these athletes. So many of these kids thinking about this game from the time they were little. You know, you look at some of these towns and when they've made it in the past, so many of these kids that are playing today probably have been here watching their high school here as little girls, right?
Absolutely.
So a lot of these girls start thinking about this kind of game as little girls. That's why they get into the sport. A lot of dreams are going to come true tomorrow, but on the flip side, a lot of dreams are going to be crushed tomorrow too. But that's the beauty of sport, right?
Well, one more day to go. We're going to call it a night from here. Thank you guys for listening and sticking with us. This has been the...
Gary, go home.
Yep, this has been the RecruitedFilms.com postgame show. We'll be back on air at 6:30 tomorrow morning right here at Goodman Diamond. For our photographer, Dave Beasley, for my guest, Cassie Bondi, I'm Gary Whipperman. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for your guys' support of W7. Coach, thank you for your support. I appreciate you so much and appreciate how much you advocate for us and also for women's sports. Have a great night, everybody. We will see you tomorrow. Last thing, most important thing of all, we are W7 and we are for the girls. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.